Hyundai N is a performance and racing division of Hyundai. N stands for Namyang, their performance development center in South Korea. And about a week from this recording, the 14th, Hyundai will have N Day, where they celebrate not only their existing N products, like maybe the cancellation, maybe they send out the Veloster N in glory, rest in peace, right? But we have the Kona N, the Elantra N. Other parts of the world, what you see on the screen is the i30N, which they're all very much the same vehicle. They share engines, transmissions, platforms, but there's a new N coming, and we need to get into this video. And there you have it, N Day, envisioning the future of N, July 15th. This is about 6 p.m. on the 14th for LA, 9 p.m. on the East Coast on the 14th. And guess what else is coming out that day, or at least revealed that day? It's the Toyota Crown. So busyness going on. I'm really excited, but we're not done there. We have a couple teasers for the vehicles that will be new for N Day. I already talked about the existing products, so let's get into it. So this is one of the teasers, and this is the vehicle that they're talking about with this EV N future. And N is going to be taking a multi-pronged approach to performance. You got to keep in mind, like, this car, this is the Ioniq 5N. If not, then better yet. But Ioniq 5N, this vehicle has been teased. It's going to have the 500 plus horsepower. We'll get into the powertrains here in a little bit that we see from the EV6 GT. So you know Hyundai and Kia were playing with this idea, playing with this new setup together, tweaking it to bring it to the market. But the N should be a little bit more track oriented, you would think, of the two of them. But at the same time, the EV6, it has to be very nailed down with the suspension. Otherwise, it's going to be like a safety issue, right? So I'm assuming both of them are going to like be track monsters until the battery either overheats or the tires or the brakes give up because they're just so heavy. But yeah, there you go. That's the first teaser of the Ioniq 5N with over 500 horsepower. And we'll get in the spreadsheet for here in a little bit. But this is more exciting to me because we all saw the Ioniq 5N coming. There's been spy shots of it, and it's also been speculated ever since the EV6 GT was announced. So I've brightened up the image just a smidgen here. This is what it looked like before, after brightening it. And what is going on here? Now, you can almost see this body line here on the C-pillar, the rear of the vehicle, the glass as well. And you have this huge wing on the back that almost looks like it scoops down, almost like a parabolic shape or something. It's very bizarre. We don't have a rear-wheel drive N car. Like, other than the Genesis lineup, I can't think of a rear-wheel drive Hyundai right now. The K900 was canceled. You have derivatives of the rear-wheel drive platform with the Kia Stinger, for example. So I just don't know what we're looking at here. It could be a potential GT3 competitor, but it has to have a production car variant of it in the Hyundai lineup. So this is a huge mystery to me, guys. What do you think? Is it going to be a GT3 car? Is it a brand new rear-wheel drive sports car in the Hyundai lineup, only badged as an N car? I think that could be a possibility as well, instead of just getting the N treatment based off an existing mass market vehicle. It's very interesting, very bizarre. It's piquing my interest. So we're heading to the spreadsheet here, and we have this EV6 GT, and we're assuming the same sort of setup is going to go into this Ioniq 5N. 576 horse, 546 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 3.3. If it's an N car, maybe it's a tick faster. It's hard to say. Battery size, I believe it's a 77.4 kilowatt hour battery, but maybe they put something different. Maybe they reduce. It's so hard to say. It's like, if you're going to make an N car, you need to have it weigh the right amount, but it also has to be usable in the real world. So if you reduce this battery size to reduce weight, then you reduce the range on it. So I just don't see it happening. It's probably just going to stay with 77 kilowatt hours, be around 250 miles of range as well. We have no idea on the starting price. If the Ioniq 5 is around 50K on the higher trims, for example, this one right here, then I think it's safe to say this will be at least 10 grand more expensive than what we have on the regular dual motor setup. So crazy that Hyundai is not only pushing the envelope with EVs, combustion cars, their Genesis lineup, Kia's getting really edgy out there with their new products. I have a new Sorento in my garage right now. Can't wait to family test it for you guys, but they just don't stop delivering new products. An N version of their electric car, which hasn't even been out on the market for a year, well, at least here stateside. In Korea it has been, and maybe Europe as well. But I guess I'm even more excited with that NASCAR looking draped figure. Gotta cut myself off. I don't want to speculate too much. We're just a week away from N Day, where we have full details on the Ioniq 5N, as well as this new shrouded, clouded vehicle.